and we'll get underway. And raise your hand if you want the microphone.
Pat, the team came over here to India with pretty high hopes of a good result. How do you explain where it all went wrong?
Yeah, disappointing. I think this game, similar story to Nagpur second innings. Felt like we were in a really good position for most of it, and just probably a few runs short. In the end, I think a few of the lessons learnt from last week. We did well in the first innings at times, and probably maybe at times just overplayed that in the second.
After second innings, most of your batters they allow Indian spinners to bowl, and here it's story that it seems like you're trying to play shots in every ball. One particular shot, to be honest. How do you compare these two performances after second innings and this one?
Yeah, I think Nagpur maybe underplayed it. As I said, probably overplayed it here at times in the second innings. I think you've got to find a way to try and put pressure back on the bowlers. They're really, really good bowlers, especially in these conditions. But probably just at times, maybe just overplayed it.
Is there a sense of shock in the dressing room just by, I suppose, the result, but the speed at which it happened?
I don't think shock's probably the right word. I think we've played a lot of fast-paced test matches, especially over here. One session can seem a lot longer than 2 hours. So, I'd say just more disappointment. Knowing again how these opportunities don't come up all the time, especially being relatively in front of the game, feeling like that game was theirs for the taking and just missed out.
In Nagpur, second innings lasted 32 overs. Here also the same. How do you explain it? Bad batting, poor application, good bowling, bad pitch?
I think it's a combination of a few things. I wouldn't detract too much from their bowlers. I thought they're a couple of the best spinners in the world at the top of their game on a wicket that suited them quite well. And I think similar to the batting. I think at times we could have applied ourselves a little bit more. Combination of a few things.
Almost 10 days for third test, and Warner is not paid, and whatever has happened. What are the plans for the third test in the top order, in the middle order? As Travis had opened in the second inning, Mansur and Shoaib in the middle order. What are the plans next year?
We've got a bit of time, so we'll have a good think, have a look at different things. I think over the next day or two we might see if there's any changes to the squad as well. Mitchell Swepson's gone home, so he's probably a chance of coming back. Hopefully, Cam Green's available, Stark, Hazelwood, so we'll manage that. We'll assess that over the next couple of days and assess. Probably got enough time to have a bit of a break, a bit of a refresh, and then still plenty of time to roll up the sleeves before the next one.
Hi, Pat. Before the match, you spoke about failing the right way. You have to fail the right way. Do you think your batters did fail the right way?
Probably, not all of us. And I'm probably as to blame as anyone else there. I think, two big things we talk about is, the tempo of the game, and then also your method. And maybe at times it's a little bit too high tempo. I'd rather be high tempo than low tempo, though, to be honest, if those wickets are being difficult. But maybe, the method just went a little bit away from, what we planned to do at times.
Have you got time to reflect on your just a couple of the games where you were working with that and just
I think similar there. Try and find a way to put pressure back on the bowler. Probably wasn't the right ball, but try to. It feels like the kind of wicket you can either try and sit there and survive and hope that it gets easier, or you can try and put pressure back on the bowler. So again, maybe overplayed that.
Both the test matches you had an opportunity to bat first on a similarly good wicket. You missed an opportunity over there because first inning totals used to be the main thing in this type of wickets.
Yeah, potentially. Again, a couple of partnerships, that we did have. It did look like the bowling wasn't as tough as, perhaps when you first get to the crease. So I think, looking back on it, yeah, 300 would have been fantastic. I thought 260 was okay, but if we really want to drive home an advantage, probably a few short. Yeah, I mean, it's probably been the difference in both games. So yeah, for sure. Again, I thought they batted really well. I mean, they're guys who, have scored test hundreds and batted really well. So yeah, I thought our plans were pretty sound most of the time, and then unfortunately, kind of they built a partnership. Again, a couple of those times, the first 2 days, it felt like if you got yourself in, that it was going to get easier. The ball was getting a bit softer and older as well. So. Again, it's something we'll look at. Yeah, it's disappointing. Those kind of small margins in both games end up making a pretty big difference.
I guess the confidence of the batters takes a beating. You get all as good as you did today. And the 2 more tests to play, the restoring belief in their method, they go about doing that and restoring their confidence.
Yeah, that's it. I think that'll be a big thing for the next 10 days. Is having a bit of a refresh, and then once we build up to the next one, it's again having belief. That's quite experienced, our change room. Quite a few of the batters have scored runs in similar conditions before they've found a way. So absolutely, there's still a series to draw. That'd be an amazing effort over here in India. So that's all to play for still.
That couple of injury questions. Firstly, how was Dave tracking after his concussion in his arm? And also, if you could talk briefly, you had really slight
Yeah, Davey's still a little bit sore and sorry. So yeah, we'll manage. We'll see how he goes over the next few days. He came to the ground today for a fair while, which is good. But yeah, we'll kind of assess him over the next little bit. Todd was pretty good. Yeah, he was a little bit sore, but once he kind of warmed up, he said he was fine.
Last one by the looks over here, Smith.
Yeah. Is it about the bowling, against players, bowling policies, the national team, like, is it typically down the ground, playing across, or you they didn't apply this to play down the ground and see. So, what's it, bonus quality? What's it like, just to have that?
Yeah, again, I think it's a bit of both. Yeah, I thought they bowled really well. It's not easy out there, but yeah, perhaps a couple of the guys went away from their methods.
Last one, sorry guys.
As you said that the Indian batter was playing with a straight bat, but a lot of the batter was sweep shot. So can you tell us what was the approach of the team at it?
Yeah, I think I've kind of said it before, but each batter has their kind of own way to go about it. I don't think there's any one size fits all rule. And yeah, unfortunately, quite a few of us got out with kind of cross-batted shots, which might not be our preferred method.
Thanks everyone. Thank you.